one of the things Jake did, and Jake passed away right after he turned 20, but right before he turned 20, this gets 19-year-old year. And if anyone knows Jake always looked older than what he was. He didn't look like a teenager. I mean, when he turned 18, we went to Dodger Stadium and he went to see if they could buy a beer. And of course, they sold him a beer. I mean, Jake looked maybe 32 years old. You know, he looked older.
Dude.
And so I come home from work one day, and Jake is at our dining room table. And there's a very attractive woman at the table with him. And I walk in the house and I'm like, what the hell's going on? You know, I'm trying to figure out, why is this woman in our house talking to your brother? And when he's a 19-year-old kid, like none of it mattered. And I'm trying to figure this out. And Jake's talking, and I walk right by, I say, hello, how you doing? And I keep walking, and I walk into the kitchen, and I'm trying to listen. And I realize Jake is trying to sell my house. And I'm like, wait a second. Jake is acting like he's the owner of the house, and he is picking up on the real estate agent because she dropped off a card with her face on it, and she was smoking hot, and he called the number, and he wanted her to come on over. Like, I think he's seen a lot of movies, you know, that go that way.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And I'm like, wait a second. And then he's sitting there saying, well, you know, we're thinking about selling, and this might be the time. He's just bullshitting her like crazy. And I'm like, where do you think this is possibly going? I'm like, you're literally going to walk past the master bedroom and go down the hallway into obviously a room that isn't someone who owns the house. You know, if they got that far. Like, do you think she's going to go that far?
That's a great point. That's a great point, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you understand you aren't taking her to the master bedroom. And if you were going to take her to the master bedroom, you son of a bitch, that's where I am. You know?
You would have done that.
Yeah, that would have made me even angrier. Yeah. You know what? You're right. You probably would have done that move. And so
where are the pictures of these people?
Yeah. So So we end up getting the girl out of the house, and I lay into him. I go, dude, what the hell? He goes, dude, he shows me the card. You know, they put the card on the door.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're interested in selling your house, call so and so.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, don't ever do that again. And dude, of course he did it again.
That was his thing.
That was his thing. He would call the girls, the smoking hot real estate agents, and he would get them to come to the house, and he act like he owned my house. And of course he's not going to sell the house or didn't have the right to sell the house, but he was doing his best to flirt, to make her think there's a big commission coming. If we sell this house, how much she would get. And this was his move. And I go, dude.
He used to dress up and shit like he owned the house.
Like he owned the house. Walked around like he owned the house. Talked like he owned the house. I mean, it was crazy sales pitch. I swear to God, if it wasn't for me walking in and cock blocking him, I don't know what would have happened. But I'm telling you, it was ridiculous. Out of all the things he did at the end that I was thinking about, I was like, I would never do that. Like, I like to think in my mind, hey, why not? You only live once kind of a deal.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, for me, I would never have the balls to pull that off.
Dude, I can't believe he actually did that.
Yeah. Multiple times.
Yeah, multiple times for sure. I used to hear him on the phone, like, let me check my schedule. Let me check my schedule. You're playing fucking Fortnite all day long. What are you talking about? Let me check my schedule. Oh, yeah. I have an open window from 12 to 2 if you want to come on over. What are you, psychopath?